So I've made it here at last. Finally, here I am. This is maybe the most famous and the largest construction attributed to the Menehune. This is the Alekoko, the Menehune fish pond here on Kaua'i, just outside of the city, the town of Menehune. And so the legend behind this fish pond down here, the story is that a king and his sister, that they hired the Menehune, the little people. They brought them to build this fish pond for them, so that these fish ponds are really common here in Kaua'i. There are a lot of them, dozens of them, and they were reserved for the ali'inui, the chiefs and kings, and also the kahuna, the priestly class. So this king, he brought the Menehune to build this fish pond, and they agreed on one condition. They said you can't watch. Legend has it that the Menehune, they work all over in one night. They finish their jobs in just one night. And so they all lined up from here to a distant rock valley. They had a line, and they were passing the rocks from one to the other in this single file. But just like Lot's wife and like so many figures in these legends, the king, he decided to peek. He wanted to see the Menehune at work. And so he peeked through a gap in the wall of his hale, of his house, and he looked out and saw them. And as soon as he looked at them, they said, "Okay, done. The deal's off. We're not going to finish it." So that's his punishment for disobeying the Menehune's their conditions. So you can see down here. I'll zoom in. You can see from that legend, right in the middle of this containing wall, you can see a gap. And that gap is the gap that the Menehune left as punishment for that king for not obeying their wishes. So now here, this is something new apparently. There's a little encampment down there. That might be part of the restoration project. And there's a chicken. These guys are everywhere in Kaua'i. So that is nothing new. But it is just beautiful out here. The Menehune fish pond, Alekoko fish pond, here on Kaua'i. And so again, the chiefs and the priestly class, they would raise fish in this pond. And they say that the way it's engineered, that gap, it actually might have been by design in reality, because a lot of fish will come in through the river here. They'll come in from the river and enter, and then they fatten up. They eat meat, and they fatten up, and then they're too big to get out through the gap again, so they have to stay inside the pond. So there's a restoration project for this right now. There's a sign for that over here, done by a group called Malama Huleia. And let's go take a look. You can see that somebody's left flowers offering or memorial here. Kaua'i nui o Alekoko, the great Menehune fish pond.